I want to start with Yeaman. He was somebody we highlighted on our mock draft episode recently. A shortstop with some power. Seems like he could stick at the position, but there are questions about the hit tool.
I love Colin Yeaman. Going into the NCAA tournament, I was like, I did like a 7 earlier in the year. I did like a 7 mid-major pitching prospects to watch, and I never got around to the hitters until the NCAA tournament started. I'm like, here you go. Let's look at these mid-major programs in the NCAA tournament. Let's find some mid-major bats. And Colin Yeaman was one of those guys. First at bat in the NCAA tournament, he hits a home run. Thank God. But this is a JUCO kid, transferred to UC Irvine, 13 home runs, OPS over 1,000, good walk, good strikeout numbers. The video that I put on the draft tweet, that was him hitting a home run earlier this year off Tyler Bremner, who the Angels drafted number 2 overall. Good show there. Like the hard hit rate is really good. Exit velos very strong. Like I don't know. I think if this is the guy who you're going to hit 15 plus home runs a year, I think, even if he ends up at second base. Like I do think he ends up at second base, but he's going to hit 15 plus home runs. He's going to hit for average. I like this guy. And I do remember that mock draft. I'm glad we went that route too, because we wanted that infielder. And I'm like, I think we're all about to just give in and say, let's take Henry Godbout. Which shout out to the Red Sox for taking him. They took a lot of great pitchers in the draft, but thanks for taking the falling knife on Godbout there. But I was like, Colin Yeaman, this is the guy. I don't know. The kid's a baller. Kid's a gamer. That for the unanalytical analysis there, he's a gamer.
Yeah, I absolutely love this pick. I would have been stoked with him at round 3 instead of Austin there, but glad we were able to get them both. Yeah, I think Fangraphs had him as the 27th best draft prospect overall, period. But I think Eric thinks he can stick at shortstop, which a lot of people don't. But even if he has to move to second base, just what a bat. I mean, this is like your perfect Connor Norby type of, and I think he might have less swing and miss than Norby did, but just a guy that just can just hit the ball. That's what he is. He's a hitter, and to be up the middle, I think all of our picks were pretty much right up the middle of the field, which you got to love. Yeah, I could not like this pick anymore. I thought they were going to get Quentin Rhodes too in the next round, like we mocked too, but I think the Rays might have scooped him up. But yeah, love this pick. Yeah, man.
110 max EV hard hit rate was almost 55%. I think I said 60% in the tweet. I think that was wrong. It's closer to like 55%, but still, he sees ball and hits ball very hard.
Go to Lil Ray now. There's not a ton of information out there about Lil Ray, at least that I could see in preparing for this show. I wanted to pull this, though, from Baseball America, which had him as their 413th best prospect in the class. They noted that he doesn't miss frequently, can put the barrel on the ball with a chance for an average hit tool, though his raw power is just fringy. That's a direct quote there from Baseball America's report. And I mentioned the frame earlier, 5'11", 180. I'm curious to see how much physical projection there is left, because if the Orioles want to try to add power, this could be a player that they do it with. But the question comes into play here of whether or not the Orioles are going to be able to sign him away from BYU. There's no indication yet of what his bonus demands look like, so I don't want to speculate about whether or not that might happen. But if he does come into the system, the Orioles have at least added another young, athletic, up-the-middle player.